So we finally got official news on the upcoming Jing Yuan banner for Honkai Star Rail, and we also got some news on an upcoming event that's going to be coming out when the Jing Yuan banner goes live in the game. What's up, everybody? 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel, where we're going to talk about more Honkai Star Rail goodness. But before we do that, you guys know the drill. If you guys are brand new to the channel or have been watching but haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell. That way you guys are not missing out on future uploads. Leave a like on this video and comment down below what your thoughts are about this upcoming banner and the upcoming event so far. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. So this piece of news is in-game. It is called Event Warp. Swirl of Heavenly Spear begins now, featuring the brand new 5-star character Jing Yuan. There was a really awesome anime short released from the official Honkai Star Rail YouTube channel. You guys better check that out because it reveals a pretty juicy background in regards to the character Jing Yuan. But we know that Jing Yuan is coming out. A lot of us have already known this for quite some time now. We already have an idea of what his exact kit is going to be. He is an erudition character, pretty much AoE damage dealer. His element is thunder, and his whole caveat is not only is he dishing out an extreme amount of AoE thunder damage, but he has his buddy, the Lightning Lord, who is going to come out and dish out additional damage to enemies. So when it comes to the AoE damage department, Jing Yuan's going to be your man. I mean, if you're not using Serval because you're waiting on this character, then this character is definitely going to outshine Serval. Being that he is a 5-star and he has all of that particular abilities available to him. Not only that, but it has been tested that this character, despite specializing in AoE damage, is actually pretty competitive in single target damage. So in terms of a damage dealer, he is extremely flexible because he could do both AoE and also be competitive at single target damage. However, I did state this before in a previous video that I made, because Jing Yuan is of the role of a damage dealer. Damage dealers in these type of games have the highest chance of being power crept later on in the future by other damage dealers that we're going to see released later down the line. And that's just the nature of these turn-based JRPGs, or even just action RPGs that we've seen that, have like the gacha component and things like that. So while Jing Yuan, I will, attest to his power, he's definitely extremely powerful. If you're considering pulling for this banner and you're still on the fence, you might want to do your research more regarding this character before you start spending your hard-earned tickets and, your jades, your stellar jades and all that stuff. Because as we know, the rates for the 5-stars in this game aren't the greatest, and you could still definitely lose out on the 50-50, because I know some people that have had some atrocious luck on the 50-50 pull when it came to the Zila banner. But all in all, Jing Yuan is a great character, but what makes this banner so tempting and very valuable to pull on are going to be the 3 featured 4-stars. So we have Su Shang. So Su Shang is actually a very powerful 4-star. She is of the Hunt path, and what her caveat is that she is a breaker, and she deals bonus damage, and she's guaranteed to deal even more bonus damage on enemies that are already weakness broken. So she is a great character to have in terms of the damage department. And if you're looking for like a secondary DPS to take the content, such as, like, for example, the latter parts of Forgotten Hall or Memory of Chaos, where you need to have 2 parties and you're looking for that main damage dealer, Su Shang is definitely a great option for that. The next option, or featured 4-star, that we have here is March 7th. March 7th is just fantastic. I mean, we get her for free literally in the beginning of the game, and if you're able to get copies of her, she's just going to be that much better. Her whole caveat is she provides shields to your party, and anybody that gets attacked with a shield, she counterattacks. But the thing is, with this game, especially endgame, if you know how to shield stack and manipulate shield stacking, you can literally make your entire party invincible, because they just have so many shields stacked on them. And when it comes to March 7th being able to provide shields, if you pair her up with a unit like, let's say, like Japard, for example, if you have Japard and Japard gives shield to this ultimate, then you got March 7th, giving out shields, it's just going to be very, very difficult to take your party down. So she's another fantastic 4-star that is at a rate up on this banner. And the last one, who is arguably one of the best 4-stars in the game, is going to be Ting Yun. I've been using this character a lot. I have both her and Bronya, but for those of you that did not get Bronya, she is a great substitute. What she does is she's able to refresh some energy on a single target that she targets, and she also amplifies the amount of damage output that they deal. So if you pair her up with like your damage dealer and she's solely targeting that damage dealer, she's just fantastic. Overall, fantastic support. So my overall thoughts and opinion on this banner, now that we have official news of what it contains, if you're pulling solely for Jing Yuan, I would definitely consider looking into the data on him. Take a look at your other favorite content creators' videos on him. Take a look at the Pridewin website. Because of the fact that he is a damage dealer, you want to think twice when it comes to pulling for those characters, because those are the characters that are going to get power crept the most. However, if you're looking to pull for solely on value in terms of the 4 stars, this banner is excellent. All 3 of the 4 stars featured on this banner are absolutely one of the best 4 stars in the game, and you can't go wrong with getting more copies of these characters to get them all the way up to Eidolon 6. So the next piece of news we're going to cover is going to be the new event. I'm going to be reading this off of the Pridewin website, so if you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, I'm going to link it down below in the video description as well as the pinned comments, but this is a fantastic website to take a look at. So we're going to get a brand new event in conjunction with Jing Yuan's banner called Boulder Town Super League. This is going to be going on from May 19th all the way to June 6th. Now, in order to have access to this particular event, you need to be at Trailblazer level 21. And you also have to have finished the Gladiator series quest on your Relo 6. Those are the Underworld Arena missions. So, like, the boxing arena is what they call it. Even though I didn't really see any boxing at all. There's going to be some rewards that we get. I see right here that we can get, 100 Stellar Jade. And then we get 500. It shows right here the participation reward. And then the second group shows the limited rewards, which will only be available for the duration of the event. So there's no reason why you guys should not be doing this event, because we can get some amazing amount of resources here. So again, it shows you right here how you could participate in the event. You could either do it through the events menu, or you could go directly to the Fight Club in Boulder Town and talk to the character Mr. Dig. Now, the way that the event works is there's going to be 5 tournaments. So they have it right here in this visual that I'm showing to you guys on the screen. So they got the featherweight class, the lightweight class, welterweight, middleweight, heavyweight. I like how they went with that flavor because it is a fight club. So for those of you that like boxing or MMA or Muay Thai, like I love Muay Thai and MMA, this is definitely going to be a treat for you. So there's 5 tournaments starting from featherweight and ending with heavyweight. In each tournament, you got to fight 4 battles, and the enemies that you fight are going to be decided at random. Before the first battle, your party will be obtaining a random buff, and after winning a battle, another buff will be randomly drawn. So it's kind of similar to Simulated Universe, except it's random. And then right over here, it's also before you draw, you'll be able to check the possible enemy weakness that can appear on your next enemy, so the next draw will happen. And then afterwards, the limited challenge. During the limited event, the number of rounds you've needed to fight all of the enemies will be recorded, and you will be placed on a special ranking. So it looks like they're going to be ranking players for this, and for reaching the lowest number of rounds required, you can earn up to 500 Stellar Jade. This is important information here that I'm reading on the website. We don't know if the ranking will be fixed, and if you will need to reach certain breakpoints, or whether you will compete with other players, because the wording on this is a bit vague. This was translated from the CN news for Honkai Star Rail, so we're just going to have to find out once this event goes live. The additional information that we have is after each battle, the HP of your characters will be fully restored, and their ultimate skills will be recharged. That's great, so we don't have to worry about going into the next fight and being not at full HP or not having our ultimates up. The strength of enemies you face in the event is based on your equilibrium level. So the higher your equilibrium level, the harder the enemies you face. So if you've been upgrading your equilibrium level, just keep that in mind. Make sure that your characters are leveled up. Make sure they have the best gear as possible. Make sure that they have, the most optimum light cones if possible. If you don't have the optimum light cones, you can always forego some other options. Again, check out the Pridewin website where I'm reading this information from, because they have a lot of the recommended sets in terms of the relics, the recommended light cones, recommended planar spheres, which stats you should be prioritizing, which of the particular skills you should be spending your points on for the traces, all that good stuff. So be sure to check that out in order to prepare yourselves for this event. But that's going to go ahead and conclude this video. So we have an upcoming banner with Jing Yuan, and we have an upcoming event. I'm super excited for all this upcoming content in Honkai Star Rail. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, what you guys are excited for. Thank you again for watching. This is 40 the Broadway saying, signing out. Stay blessed, everybody.